Hi, I'm Angela Martin and welcome to number 9 Weir Road in Kuranda. This property is perfectly positioned to complement the unique style of house that we're just about to see. It's, if you can imagine, it's actually based on a decagon, which is actually a 10-sided building, and it is just brilliant. But the location, oh my goodness. We can walk one way down to the mighty Barron River and world famous Barron Falls that you actually can Google and see how fabulous the falls are. And then of course we've got the Barron Gorge National Park. And then in this direction we can walk into Kuranda Village and enjoy a latte. It is just an amazing property. Let's go in and have a look. The first thing you'll notice is the concrete driveway as we come down from Barron Falls Road. And the first thing that we're going to see when we actually get to the bottom of the driveway is the artist's studio, not the main house. So it makes the main house super duper private and really feel like you're nestled in amongst the rainforest. So we'll go by the studio, we'll go down the pathway and let's head straight into the house. Welcome to this amazing architect designed house. Now, it has actually only ever had 2 owners, and as I mentioned at the beginning, it is a decagon. We've got extra parts of the house that we'll explore in a minute, but I just want you to take half a second and actually just enjoy the uniqueness and the ambience of this particular part of the house. It's truly amazing. Little things, okay, we have got rainforest mixed hardwood floor, which again is one of the unique selling features because you just cannot find this anywhere. We've got tulip oak beams on the house, on the actual roof. And then we get into the modern stuff where we've actually got a granite bench, kitchen bench tops and 2-pack. I love the colour. I know every time I see red I go nuts, but I just seriously love the colour red. And it is modern, it's fresh, it is just so functional. And of course we've got the European appliances as well. Now, cupboard space, normally people say, oh, I live in a pole home, there may or may not be enough cupboards. There are heaps of cupboards in the whole of this house. Of course, we've got the kitchen cupboards. Around here, we have got a little utility cupboard. And again, you know, we've got I use the word organic, but these have all been especially made and designed just to fit in with the whole ambience. Up and over there, which you can have a look at in a minute, is a mezzanine bedroom. And down over through here, we have got one of the most amazing bathrooms. Go down there, check it out. It's got a shower, toilet. Isn't that brilliant? And then of course we've got a pantry that has again got plenty of space in there. Again, beautiful wooden doors that just add to that huge amounts of character. Now, this section we're going to call the summer lounge, and it beautifully walks through into the other part of the house. We have got, we're going to come back to this because this is to die for. Little breezeway. And this is what I would call the winter lounge. Now, it is chilly. We had a beautiful, crispy, cool Kuranda morning this morning, and you really could in the evening sit and enjoy open fire, and it has that gorgeous, cozy feel. So again, summer lounge, winter lounge, and we can go downstairs, but not quite at the minute. And then we have this other massive, big, huge room which you can use as an office or a bedroom. And again, the views, we've got sliding doors here, so the equivalent of built-ins, plenty of cupboard space. But the views out the windows are absolutely stunning. I don't know if we can pick this up as we have a look through, but you could just imagine either waking up in the morning or working from home, or again, using this room for whatever you want, but you really do feel like the garden is coming into the inside. So let's go down those spiral staircases and I'll meet you at the bottom. And those stairs, absolutely amazing. This bedroom is romantic beyond belief. There's two ways that we can actually get into it. Of course, there's the way that we've just come down the spiral staircase, and we have got French wooden doors all the way round, so you can actually go out under the patio and you can go back up the side, which we will have a look at. Or, you know, as I said, you can just go back upstairs into that winter lounge. But this is just luxury, romance, cozy, cottagey feel. We do have cupboards. Cupboard here, cupboard here, and as we walk through into the ensuite, we've actually got a walk-in robe. So come this way. You have a little bit of a quick sticky pig in here, but we have got plenty of cupboard space to hang all your bits and all your bobs, or again, storage. I'm going to go on about storage, but this bathroom, beautifully remodeled, absolutely, again, luxury. Let's go and have a look. Wasn't that an amazing view of the rainforest out from your very own bedroom? Now, hopefully you can see and get a sense that this property can be configured to 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, combinations of studio, combinations of office. It really is just whatever you want it to be. Before we have a look at this brilliant entertaining deck, we'll come walk back through where we had kitchen. Just have a look at the kitchen as we pass by, and we've got a laundry beautifully tucked in under there. Now, this would have to be one of the most serene, calm, just amazing back decks that you'll come across. There's very, very, very few people who have the luxury and the luck to actually live in a beautiful rainforest environment. So I'd love for us just to go over there and just take half a minute to enjoy the view. It's stunning. The dappled light is absolutely stunning. I don't know if you can see, but we've, in fact, have a look. We have got tree ferns that they're just beautifully patterned. And again, I keep going on about this, but you really do have to be here to experience it. It is peaceful, it's tranquil, and the rainforest goes about another 100 meters from the front of the deck. And down here we've got a seasonal creek, and you can actually walk down the steps, believe it or not. There are steps that actually take you all the way down to the bottom. And again, fully fenced, well, it's not fully fenced, but the yard around the house is fenced for pets, so you can have dogs or whatever you want, and they're not going to run into the rainforest. It is just amazingly beautiful. Let's go and have a look at that studio. Coming up into the studio, but before you just come up the stairs, you'll notice that there's actually carports enough for 3 cars. You've got two there. You can see there's plenty of space for a ute, and then we've got another one just parked around the side of the studio, and there's a little work shed there too, that you can keep all your bits. But let's come in and have a look at this. It is beautifully exciting. Isn't this a beautiful, beautiful space? I mentioned that it was currently used as storage and an artist's studio, but it was originally built with the intention of being able to make it into a 2-bedroom, self-contained, we call them granny flats, but of course it could just be any sort of accommodation. And this section here, you could easily put your kitchen, and this room over here could be your bathroom and your laundry, and then there's another massive bedroom through here, and of course upstairs, brilliant mezzanine. Now, before you have a quick look up there, just have a look up at the height of these ceilings. They are supremely high, and the wood, we've got again New Guinea rosewood on the doors, we've got mixed rainforest hardwood on the floor, but the light and the ambience is just stunning. We've got air conditioning, it's all steel framed, and I think it was built around about 2008, so it's not an old building, but it is so character filled. It really is terrific. So have a quick look up at the mezzanine so you can get a sense of what the floor looks like, because we've even got different ways that it's been laid just to add to that yummy organic feel. And again, just have a little sticky beak through the corner so you can get a sense of how big that, if you wanted to make it a bedroom, how big it actually would be. But again, remember, at the moment, it's used for storage and an art studio. So you have to see past all the bits that are here and imagine what it could be for you. Really hope you've enjoyed this magical tour of number 9 Weir Road in Kuranda. And if you can bear with me, I know that I say it every time, but I do want to do a little bit of a recap, because there are too many things to actually cram into these videos, and there are too many magical things that you can't even explain until you're actually here. So I'm just going to take the little baby snippets, put them all together, and hopefully when you actually come visit, you will appreciate all the magical things, and I use the word magical again because it is, that this property's got to offer. So we're on about 1.5 acres. Now again, that is pretty unusual to have 1.5 acres of magnificent tropical rainforest. The house is so unique based on that decagon 10-sided shaped house, and it has only had 2 owners, so the whole thing's just been loved to bits. So we've got the main living area just over here. We've got our walk breeze through and our little summer lounge got into our winter lounge, and then we had the master wing just over this side. We went down those spiral staircases, which you can just see here, and again you can see a little bit of the fencing which is around the house area for pets. The rainforest, unbelievable. Before I forget, we've also got solar hot water on the house. We can actually just see it here. But again, back to this rainforest. This is stunningly amazing. We're on an entertainment deck that you can easily come in from the beautiful kitchen. Dining, entertaining with friends. We've got a barbie area. We've got wood here that's actually not real wood because it's great for the tropics. It doesn't rot, so you're also not going to get any problems with ants or beasties. As the house, it's made of cedar and hardwood that we spoke about before. But you're just going to fall in love with the whole ambience. It really is amazing. And of course, we've got that studio that you can convert into accommodation if you wanted to. Location, Barron Gorge, Barron Falls, and again we can walk into Kuranda Village. It takes probably 10 minutes and then you are in the cosmopolitan part of Kuranda, enjoying those lovely comfy coffees with family and friends. Give me a call, Angela Martin, 0403 788 187. Visit the website AngelaMartin.TV. You're seriously going to fall in love with this magical property.